I've sat through leadership meetings where everyone agreed on the outcome and left believing the decision was made. Then the person expected to carry it out asked the question that revealed what was still open. When these commitments collide, which one gives? That's the trade-off question. And if the team can't answer it, the owner has not received one decision. They have received two promises that may not be able to coexist. Suppose a company commits to onboarding a large new customer by the end of the month. Leadership wants the date protected. They also want the existing customers protected, the team's workload protected, and the implementation standard protected. All of those preferences make sense, but the implementation lead still has to decide what happens when the new customer needs more work than expected. Can she narrow the first phase? Can she move another customer's timeline? Can she authorize temporary capacity? Or does every one of those choices have to return to leadership? That's why I use a simple sentence before a decision leaves the room. We are choosing this, which means accepting that. For this example, it might be we are choosing the month-end onboarding date, which means accepting a narrower first phase if the work exceeds the capacity already assigned. Now the implementation lead knows what the company is protecting. She also knows which cost leadership has already accepted and what she can change without reopening the whole decision. There's also another test I find useful. Ask the decision owner in their own words to name the trade-off that they believe they've inherited. Then ask what they're authorized to do when that trade-off becomes real. If leadership says the company chose the date, but the owner believes the full scope must also remain untouched, the decision did not travel intact. If the owner can name the trade-offs but still has to return for approval when it appears ownership is incomplete, the trade-off statement and the authority boundary have to agree. Every real decision disappoints something. The goal is not to make the disappointment disappear. It is to decide where it will land, who can act when it arrives, and what would legitimately bring the decision back. So before your next leadership meeting ends, ask the owner to complete two sentences. We are choosing blank, which means accepting blank. And when the trade-off appears, I'm authorized to blank. If those answers are clear, the decision has a much better chance of moving without another meeting. If this gave you a useful question to take into your next leadership conversation, be sure to like the video and follow or subscribe for more practical ideas about improving decision velocity. And if someone you work with is carrying two incompatible promises instead of one closed decision, be sure to share this video with them. If this is already affecting an important priority in your organization, try taking the Hidden Drag Diagnostic. I've included the link below. It can help you look at whether an unnamed trade-off, unclear ownership, or an incomplete authority boundary is keeping that priority stuck. And if it surfaces something that you'd like to discuss personally, reach out to me. I'd be glad to hear what is happening in your situation and have a conversation about the decision that may still need to close. My name is Warren Winowski. Thanks for watching.